Every coffee needs a lotus.
All right, welcome back to our afternoon session of learning with Attorney James Earl Chu. Grabe. As in, nataranta talaga ako, Attorney James. Ha? And I'm just now checking my credit cards and other cards. They're all intact, thank God. Now, for all of you who felt the same way, and I know you also rushed to your wallets and your personal belongings. So it only meant that Attorney James Earl Chu was very effective in informing us about what could possibly happen if we will not be personally aware of these hackers and the threats that they pose. So HR Virtual Summit Philippines 2020, thank you for attending and supporting us. Early on in April, I started moderating this, and I've encountered a lot of generous speakers who did this for free, and that includes Attorney James. So thank you, Attorney James, for doing this. This is our kawang gawa. Dito tayo nagbabayanihan.
Correct.
And this is how our way of preparing you for the new normal. And we thank you for giving us the opportunity to give to you these free materials that will help you and build you and grow you and prepare you so that after the COVID-19 pandemic, you are job ready. Now, we gave you something, but we never want you to give back anything to us. What we want you to do is give you an opportunity so that you can not give it back, but give it to someone who also in need. As our speakers have shared their valuable learnings and valuable knowledge and wisdom and expertise, what we ask of you as we give you this platform is to give whatever you have. Do you have 100 pesos, 200 pesos? And this is what we do. Whatever you will give to the Bayanihan Act 2020 will go directly to Bayanihan Act 2020, especially the Bayan ng Mahayhay. You can extend a life. You can feed the hungry. And in these trying times, what we do as a Filipino people is to hold hands virtually and have a gathering of Bayanis or gathering of heroes, Bayanihan. So we thank you in advance for learning with us. We thank you in advance for letting us into your homes. And we thank you in advance for being generous enough to give either 100 or 200 or 1,000 or so that you can also make a dent and change lives. So that after all these things are over, after all the life storms that have been happening are over, we can always say that we didn't take it sitting down. We all stood up for each other. So thank you so much, everyone. All right, so moving on to the second part of our afternoon session, we always greet our birthday celebrants. So happy birthday, Alexis Maulao.
Happy birthday.
Sheila Mantaring and Mary Ann Aure. Happy birthday to you. Sir James, marami ka ring fans, attorney.
Oh, yeah?
From all parts of the Philippines. But basahin ko lang po, attorney. So we have participants from Alaminos, Angeles City, Antipolo City, Bacolod, Bacoor City, Cavite, Baguio City, Batangas City, Becquel at Trinidad Benguet, Binian Laguna, Cabuyao Laguna, Cagayan de Oro City, Calamba City Laguna, Calasiao Pangasinan, Cebu City, Taguban Pangasinan, Digos City, Dumaguete City, General Santos City, Iloilo City, Cabasalan, Zamboanga, Sibugay, La Paz, Tarlac, La Union, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, Legazpi City, Albay, Liloan, Cebu, Lingayen, Pangasinan, Lipas City, Batangas, Los Baños, Laguna, Lukban, Quezon, Lumban, Laguna, Malayaklan, Mulanay, Quezon Province, Olongapo City, Ormoc, Leyte, Puerto Princesa City, San Fernando City, La Union, San Fernando, Cebu, San Fernando, Pampanga, San Juan, La Union, San Pedro, Laguna, Santa Rosa, Laguna, Sibula, Negros Oriental, Tacloban, Tagaytay City, Tagum City, Valencia, Negros Oriental. So kaway ka muna sa mga fans mo, attorney.
Hello.
Ayan. So ready na po kayo, Attorney James?
Yeah, sure.
By the way, bago ko basahin, while you were, tayo ko muna yung questions sa guidelines natin, sir, sa Q&A guidelines. For our Zoom participants, please type in your questions at the Q&A box. Ang dami na, We also would like to see you. So Zoom live questions, click the raise button. We'll see your face. We will be hearing your voice. For our Facebook Live viewers, ayan, type lang. And then Madam Iris Malonda will forward it to you. Forward it to us and we can read them. So the first question, ayan, Amy Alacar or Amy Alacar. Hello. Are all organizations required to register DPO with the NPC?
Okay. The appointment of DPO or registration for a DPO is required as long as you process information, okay? To be safe, when you process information, you have to, if you don't want to register, it's going to be difficult to prove that you have one, all right? But if you have one, you have to register. Now, if it's the question of registration, yes, you have to register, okay, if you have one. The question probably is, do I need to have one? Okay, you have to have one, again, if you are already processing. If your business particularly processes personal information, please get one. Appoint a data privacy protection officer, because he's gonna be the person that your customers, your co-employees, and the executives would go to as expert on the matter. So let someone handle that for you. Otherwise, this is a very technical area, not only in law but also in terms of information technology, IT. So you get to have one who is really aware and who can blend law and IT, so that your business, if you want to scale, you have to have one.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney. Now, Lizzie Zacuron Flores, may message siya. Thank you, Ariva Academy and the rest of Ariva team. Attorney James Earl Chu and Sir Howell V. Mabalot. Maraming salamat po. Ayan, salamat daw, Attorney.
Thank you. Welcome.
Si Maria Victoria E. Vicaldo. Is privacy guaranteed on the internet? Can we still experience real privacy in the digital age?
In the internet, there is no guarantee, all right? Because even, again, as I said, there is no entity that is safe from hackers. Even the CIA has been hacked.
Grabe, no?
Even US government has been hacked. Di ba? So, it's a question of when. It's not a question of if it will happen. It will happen. When will it happen? Depends. Maybe you can buy a lot of time if you constantly upgrade your processes, your information system, your data processing systems, to make sure that they are fit or suitable with the present challenges. Again, every now and then, Howell, alam mo ba yung in global intelligence, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na global threat intelligence on cybersecurity. Every day, every week, may bagong threats Okay? Yung para itong COVID no? Pero itong virus na ito, dahil tao ang may gawa, tao rin yung nagtitweak. Kung ano man yung gamot mo doon sa virus na yan noon, bukas pwede niyang baguhin lang agad, iba na naman yan. Okay? So it's a fast moving target. So you must always be up to date in terms of cybersecurity. So there is no guarantee of privacy. Will it ever happen in the internet in the near? Well, I don't think it's gonna be in my lifetime. I don't think so. There is always a risk, and it's managing that risk that is what we have to do as individuals, as companies, because we collect information from people. It is our obligation that we protect the information we collect from them. But as individuals, we also have the obligation to make sure that we are responsible in giving that information to an entity.
Thank you, Sir Attorney. So, grabe pati CIA inaatake.
Yes, lahat.
Grabe. Attorney, ito, ayaw magpa-mention ng name. Nag-text sa akin. Mahilig daw siyang mag-TikTok. Marireverse pa daw ba yung risks doon sa mga mahilig siya na how do you look like 20 years from now na mga app?
All right. There are 2 apps dyan. Yung how do you look like, that's the Face app. Okay? And TikTok also. Pareho, si Face app, okay, ang problema dyan is yung buong pictures mo, na-access niya. Okay? So, while nagpipicture ka at anong itsura mo 50 years from now, 20 years ago, 100 years from now, picture ka, but that app pala, no, according to investigations, no, can access all other photos in your gadget. But they're denying it, of course. But up to now, it's still subject to investigation. So until we find the final decision on this matter, be very careful. No? Be very cautious. Okay? Now, on to the TikTok. TikTok is a Chinese-owned app. Okay? So they're saying that itong si TikTok daw is transferring huge amount of personal data to a Chinese firm. No? To begin with, TikTok is owned by a Chinese firm, although it's based in New York. No? So that's the issue that they are raising against TikTok. But TikTok denied it. No? That they are not transferring. No, it's just a matter of storage, retention. Okay, again, retention. Okay, so again, this is also under investigation. So let's abangan ang susunod na kabanata lang dyan. Let's monitor the news on what will happen to that. Parang Zoom lang din yan. Ano? Si Zoom din is also under investigation because of that Zoom bombing. Okay, although may ginawa na silang fixes, no? May ginawa na silang updates dito, but we have to still see what's next for that, no? But so far, Zoom so far, no, has already fixed that vulnerability.
That's great. Thank you, Attorney. Attorney from Jingle Raffles, when and how to exercise the right to erasure of information?
That's a personal decision on your part. Now, if you think that you do not need anymore the services of that company with which you have entrusted your personal information by any time, you can always call them and tell them, hey, I want my data deleted. I want my information in your company erased. And they are obliged to report back to you and tell you that they have already deleted it. Now, if you later on realize that your data is still there because you still receive some email or whatever information from them, then that means that they have not deleted. You present that letter you requested that they delete your information, and that new communication from them submitted to NPC as a supporting document to your complaint. Anytime, you can always ask anytime. It's a personal decision on your end.
Thank you, sir. Now, we have someone from the Zoom webinar chat. I'm not sure kung gusto niya Anyway, I'm sure you can see it. Kasi delikado to. Ang sabi niya sa chat box, sir, ayoko lang basahin yung pangalan niya kasi it involves his company. Pero sabi niya, in our company, we have the capability to spy employees.
Okay.
As to what they are searching in web, what they send to whom, and what they upload in the cloud without their knowledge. And sometimes, personal files they send and upload. Hindi po ba ito invasion of privacy? Eh lalo na ngayon, yung mga kabataan, di ba? Hindi lang yung mukha ang sinisend nilang pictures.
Magandang tanong yan. There is a case in the Philippines, but that case involved a government entity, no? Yung government-issued laptop or computer. Nagreklamo siya. Sabi niya, huwag niyong tingnan yan kasi may mga akin information dyan. Sabi ng Supreme Court, hindi sa'yo yan kasi yung pinaglagyan mo ay company, government property. So you have no right or you cannot expect privacy, no, from that. But in a European Union High Commission on Human Rights, no, na kaso, there is an employer na tinanggal niya sa trabaho ang kanyang empleyado dahil yung kanyang empleyado nakitaan niya na yung official Yahoo Messenger ay ginagamit sa personal na chat with a girlfriend. And that chat is sabi sa kaso nung kinasuhan niya yung employee niya, sabi niya, administrative case kita, papatanggal kita. Ang ebidensya ko ito, ginamit mo ang company Yahoo Messenger sa iyong personal chats with your girlfriends, and as evidence na personal yung pinag-usapan nyo, nag-usap kayo ng mga maduduming bagay, ng mga hindi maganda. Sabi, tanggal ka na. Sabi ng empleyado, sige, tanggal na ako pero kita tayo sa korte. See you in court because you violated my privacy when you looked into my private chats. Anong sabi ng European Union High Commission on Human Rights? Tama ang empleyado. Maaring tama na tanggalin mo siya. Sige, tanggalin mo siya kasi ginamit niya yung official Yahoo account. Pero sobra yun nung iyong tiningnan pati ang chat nila. It is enough na nakita mo, napatunayan mo na ang Yahoo Messenger official ay ginamit sa personal. That is enough. You don't have to look into ano yung pinag-usapan nila because that is personal. You went beyond what is necessary in your investigation, in your administrative case. So, while the European Union High Commission on Human Rights upheld the validity of the dismissal, the same court granted penalties, damages, damages in favor of that employee.
So pwede rin humingi ng danyos perwisyo itong mga empleyado ng kumpanya na hindi niya alam na tinitingnan yung private exchanges of pictures and messages.
Yes, kung may depende sa information na nakikita ng company.
Buti na lang, attorney, hindi ko binasa yung pangalan nung nagtanong kasi nga tungkol sa kumpanya niya.
Yes, oo.
Thank you, pero attorney. Sana ipaalam,
So, ano yun? Sorry.
Sana po ipaalam nila sa empleyado nila na nakikita nila.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yun yung problema, no? Depende kasi yung policy ninyo eh. If your company is into mahuli kayo rather than preventive, hindi nila ipapaalam yan. Kasi gusto lang nilang mahuli kayo eh. Pero kung gusto nila ng preventive para wag niyong gawin, they must inform you na, we are able to monitor your activities.
Yes.
Kasi ang sinabi naman dito is they are searching what they are searching. So kung search lang naman, I don't think it's something personal or private. But if you are going to do some mga discuss, ito yan, pag nag-inform si company na this computer is being monitored, and you still did a lot of personal things na nalaman tuloy ng company, hindi nakasalanan ng company yan. Di ba?
Okay.
Alam mo naman eh, nare-record eh. Parang CCTV lang yan eh. You knew that there is a CCTV monitoring, and yet you did something personal.
Okay.
And you cannot anymore complain that, your right to privacy has been violated.
Thank you so much, attorney. So we have a request from Jane Kabilingan about using the English language more often because we have international participants. Thank you for that feedback. Thank you for that feedback.
Thank you.
Kasi we're using the vernacular, Attorney James.
Right.
Diba? We're using Tagalog and English. If I knew Cebuano, I would have spoken
Correct.
Cebuano. Ayan. So thank you for that feedback. Now, number 24 question from Roda Daet. If by chance I became a COVID patient, how will my personal data be protected? Maybe by the hospital and the company who knows about this.
Yes, we have
Sabi
to...
niya, if daw ha, if. She never says that she is.
She
well, said, what if?
What if, no? If you are, depending on the context, no? If you are talking about the company, then the company cannot divulge your name to anybody except to the DOH. You will, in terms of the hospital is required not to release your name, no? Not to disclose your name, even if it is not about COVID, because there is doctor-patient privilege, you know? And since this is a public health concern, your name, can only be released to the DOH, to the appropriate government entity by the hospital. It cannot be released to the public. Okay? It is up to the government if they want to release it as a matter of public policy. But as I mentioned earlier, it is not a wise public policy to declare or to disclose the name of persons who are positive with COVID because others will be afraid to report it anymore.
Totoo, attorney, mas alam mo yun, may stigma tuloy, hindi lang dun sa tao, pati sa kumpanya.
Correct. So, pati private sectors are not anymore willing to participate in this.
And imagine the stigma, the family, and the community where this family belongs.
Exactly.
Okay, from Ma'am Vivian Fuentes, ito suki natin to.
Hello, Ma'am Vivian.
Fellow speaker. Nakita niyo na ba siya, sir?
Yes, magkasama na kami niyan ilang beses na rin.
Si Ma'am Vivian Fuentes has a question. If we prove that an employee sent confidential documents to an outside person via email, under what just cause will this fall?
Well, kung just cause yan, under the labor code, maaaring serious misconduct yan, especially if the document is marked or is considered by practice as confidential. No? In fact, you can even go to the extent that it is also under a just cause for committing a crime against the employer, because if that confidential information is a matter of business strategy, then that's a corporate espionage.
Okay. Thank you, attorney. Now, from Rommel Cyril VU, any ideas or recommendation about software or security appliance that can prevent data breach or cybersecurity attacks?
Oh yes, we have plenty of cybersecurity mga providers. No, if you have we have to consider your data processing system. It is the system that collects, where you store, where you process the personal information of your customers. There is what you call vulnerability assessment and penetration test. That's what you have to do first. No, if you have a system already, you have to do a VAPT. That VAPT can be performed by external, or if you can purchase a system, a tool for that, you can also do that internally, but it's advised. No? It's a third party independent would do it. No? There's also a security operation center, no? that provides for your monitoring of threats. Kasi if you have a system, that system is constantly being attacked, and you don't know that you have been attacked until you have been damaged. You'll never know that you are already you have already been a virus, a hacker has already infiltrated your system until you cannot anymore function properly. Your system cannot anymore function. So it's very difficult, no? That's why there is a risk monitoring services provided by a lot of companies, local, international. Marami yan sila dito sa Philippines.
Thank you, attorney. Do you have a suggested brand to install in our laptop? Ito siguro personal na tao to.
Depende sa threat eh. Depende sa threat na ano bang iniiwasan mo na threat, no? There are a lot, no? Again, sa personal laptop.
You said about the malware. You said about
malware, maraming anti-malware na ano.
Malware. Thank you, Attorney. Anonymous attendee, are tourism and hotel establishments allowed to collect travel and medical history of
Yes.
guests? Okay.
Again, if it is in the context of COVID, yes.
Yes,
Again,
in the context of COVID.
Yes, they are allowed,
Okay.
for as long as the information collected is necessary, within the bounds, necessary for monitoring the pandemic.
Liable ba, attorney, yung maglalay about their travel history and health conditions?
The reporting, the law on reporting of communicable diseases requires people, individuals, everyone here in the Philippines to honestly report it. No? Hindi ka pwedeng magsinungaling dyan.
True.
So yes, you have to declare truthfully, because it is not under the data privacy law anymore, but it is under a separate law, the law on the reporting, mandatory reporting of communicable diseases.
I agree, attorney. Kasi I have friends from Manila doctors, and there are fallen heroes there because of one patient lying about this person's travel history.
Correct.
Ang namatay yung doktor. Kawawa
frontliners. That's true. So let's not do that. Avoid lying. Anyway, hindi naman yan that's why it's important that we protect the privacy, the data of patients, because otherwise patients will have to lie kasi takot sila. So please don't be afraid to tell the truth, because the truth will never go out. Okay? It will be between you and the frontliners.
Thank you, attorney. From Salome Ingwa, what will we do if the credit card company hired another service provider or a legal firm so that we can settle our credit card debt?
Oh, well, that is allowed because if you review your credit card contract, it is provided there that the credit card issuer, the bank, may engage a third-party entity to do the one, credit investigation, if you're capable. Number two is to conduct collection if you defaulted or failed to pay on time.
Thank you, attorney. Anonymous attendee, what if our building administrator requires us to inform them of any employee that is found positive to COVID-19? Should we give it to them? Can we not disclose this in fear of social stigma? Thank you, attorney.
Well, if it is not you who has been found who has been tested positive, then you don't have the right to disclose it. It is not your information to begin with. All right? Well, at least officially.
Yeah.
Of course, tayo namang Pilipino, kahit na sinabing hindi, maghahanap ng paraan na makapag-share, in other terms, chismis. So, because you have no expertise to say that a person is positive or not. It is just the DOH and the person himself. Diba?
Okay.
So yung tao lang mismo, kaya yung DOH, ang makakapagsabi na ay talagang positive yan. Kung ikaw ang magsasabi, mahirap paniwalaan. Hindi ka naman, unless ikaw yung nag-conduct ng RT-PCR test.
Okay. Thanks, attorney. Attorney, para daw yung mga pabida sa Facebook na sinasabing ang kapitbahay nila ay COVID-19 positive?
Well, maraming tatamaan yan. One, it is a fake news. If it is fake news, tatamaan ka sa Bayanihan Act.
Okay, pero pag totoo?
Well, kung totoo, libel naman.
Libel.
Kasi hindi porket totoo, pwede mo nang ipagkalat. If the intention is to destroy the reputation of a person, if it does not serve a public purpose, okay, it's still libelous. Truth does not absolve you from such a libelous statement, from such a slanderous statement. And of course, Data Privacy Act violation. That is a private, personal information. You have no right to disclose it.
Even if they say na we didn't know that is a violation of data privacy law.
Well,
they will still be punished, right?
Yes, because ignorance of the law does not excuse
Thank you, Attorney. We have a Facebook Live question. Ayan.
Yun.
I'm sorry, I'm not Facebook Live or Zoom Live. Like, Miss Irish, can I just check? Zoom Live question from Despeline Miltran. Miss Despeline, how are you? Where are you now?
Good.
Ayan.
Hi.
What's your question to Attorney James, Ma'am Despeline?
Good
Nice to
Hello,
see your
hi,
face.
Ma'am Despeline.
Hi, Attorney. Good afternoon
Hi.
po. Attorney, I have a question lang po. What if po yung isang, actually parang medyo malayo po dun sa may topic natin. It's not about COVID po. But what if the employee uses your picture as a group photo in Messenger without the consent of that person?
All right.
What would be the possible sanctions or
A photo.
yes
A
po.
photo is a photo contains personal and sensitive personal information. Anong pinagkaiba? Ang pinagkaiba po niyan, para sa shortcut, no? Pag sensitive personal information, mas malaki, mas mataas ang parusa. Okay? Ano po ba yung sensitive personal information? Yun yung race, culture, skin color, okay? Health status. So, pag picture yan, anong nasa picture? Skin color.
Skin color.
Yeah.
Okay? Kung ikaw ay singkit, maaaring race makikita. Di ba? Kung ikaw ay may sakit na napapansin sa mukha, your health. So there are a lot of sensitive personal information that may be contained in a photo. And if you use it without the consent of the owner of that information, of that photo, that is a serious violation of the Data Privacy Act.
Okay, Attorney.
Okay? Not to mention the violation of Cybersecurity Act, because you are stealing the identity of another person. That's identity theft. So dalawang batas ang tinamaan mo. Double whammy ka.
Okay po.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po, Attorney. po.
All right.
May gumamit sa face pic mo, Ma'am Despeline?
Actually po, I'm not the one who is involved po.
Okay.
May other person po.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
For your question. On that note, Attorney James, it happened to me personally just 2 weeks ago. Someone followed me on Facebook, and then when I checked, this fake account that follows me on Facebook is using the picture of my kuya's house as a cover photo in the US and my face pic as the profile photo. I reported it to Facebook and I asked my friends to report this. I also wrote I wrote a message via Messenger, respectfully trying to ask this person to put it down or take it down. Eventually, after 2 weeks, FB took it down.
That's the most prudent thing to do, no? Because right now, no, especially in the context of Philippine justice system, it's very difficult to prosecute someone who has violated your rights through online means. Kasi the evidence is just difficult to gather. And you have to check kung sino talaga yung gumamit ng account na yan. Yes. You'll never know, no? Because mahirap nasa kabilang mundo na siguro yan.
Yeah.
So that's the most prudent thing to do if it happens to anyone. Report it to Facebook, because the most important thing that must be done is that the account be put down. Yes. Otherwise, baka may mabiktimang iba na mag-akalang si Sir Howell ngayon.
Thank you, Attorney. Kasi I was given a tip by Kabayan Gigi Alte. She said, Kabayan, call your friends and ask them to simultaneously at one time ask for Facebook to take it down. Because if just one complaint after 40 minutes or so, it will not make an impact.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. Anonymous attendee, let's call on Maria Francisca Monsod. It has been answered already. Do all companies need to register its DPOs, even small ones? SME companies or small and medium enterprises?
Yes, if you have already a DPO, again, it's best to register him or her. Anyway, nandyan na rin naman. Registration will not take that long. So go ahead, register.
Ayan. So from anonymous, hanggang what time ka ba pwede? Kasi it's already 4:51 and we know that it's just between 3 to 4:30. So, and we have hundreds of questions literally.
Oo nga, ang dami pa.
I will ask you, ilan pang questions ang pwede niyo? Kasi I know how valuable your time is, and this is a pro bono, and that you are doing your best to answer as much questions as we can. So I'm asking you, 9 minutes, kaya pa ba, attorney?
Yeah, sure. Sige, let's sagad na natin hanggang 5, no?
O sige, hindi. Actually, sir, by 5, dapat tapos na po tayo.
Okay,
sa inyo, sir?
Sure.
Sige. Attorney, we have a retail store from an anonymous attendee where customers come in and out. Our management is thinking of having a logbook with customer's name, contact numbers, time of entry, temperature. This is in aid of, yun nga, yung alam naman natin. In aid, tracing, contact tracing. Do you think this is a good decision?
Well,
any comment on suggestion?
It is a good suggestion if you want to monitor, if it is necessary for you. No? Remember that data. If you need that data, also you can use it for the business. All you need to do is to comply with the legal requirements of collection, of processing, of retention. You just have to first come up with a data privacy notice. Okay. Notice that you are collecting such information for what purpose and how long you need to retain it. So just have to follow yung data management cycle na sinabi natin kanina by respecting in such a way that you respect the rights of the data subject. So yeah, go ahead if you want.
Ayan. Attorney, that was the last question that we can...
Ayun na ba?
Oo. Kasi po, marami pa tayong babasahin sa huli. How can they reach you, attorney, if they need a legal counsel?
Yeah, you can always go through Ariva. You can always reach me through Ariva, or if you want to directly reach me, you can send an email to jamesearlchu@gmail.com. Okay, that's my full name, jamesearlchu@gmail.com. Or you can send me a Facebook message. Anyway, naka-tag naman ako dyan sa mga post ni Sir Howell or ni nila Irish.
Attorney, hindi ikalalaki ng ulo mo pero isa ito sa pinakamaraming nanood.
Wow, thank you.
Totoo. Kasi so wala akong sabihin kung ano yung iba but yours is one of the highly anticipated and well-attended workshops. Libo-libo kasi binibilang natin kahit yung YouTube at saka yung Facebook Live.
See. Thank you to Ariva for giving us the opportunity to share.
And thank you, attorney. Now, attorney, one last message. We call it the takeaway. Would you like to leave us? We're at home. Something to ponder on and something you'd like us to remember forever?
Remember that in privacy, what you have given, you can never take back. Pag may pinakita ka, hindi mo na pwedeng bawiin yan kasi nasa isip na yan ng tao.
No.
So in privacy, in terms of privacy, be very careful what you share because once you show it, you can never take it back.
Grabe, what a warning. Thank you, Attorney James.
Thank you, Sir Howell.
And thank you for helping us manage our fears. Everybody, big hand for Attorney James Earl Chu. I hope to see more of Attorney James Earl Chu in the future. But in the meantime, as Attorney James fades out of the screen, who will fade in? Our President, Ms. Irish Malonda Samson. Again, everybody, a big hand for our dear speaker, Attorney James Earl Chu. Grabe. Sobrang galing. Grabe, sobrang galing. Pwede bang pahingi ng PowerPoint presentation niya, Ma'am Irish?
Let's ask Sir Attorney James kasi
natin si
we haven't had an approval yet. Yes.
So,
Sir Howell, definitely it is indeed an informative, very timely session from Attorney James Earl Chu. And with that, thank you so much. And we are looking forward to more programs, to more sessions with Attorney James. Okay?
Yes.
Sir Howell.
Ano? Takeaway ko?
Sure, I can share it.
Okay, ang takeaway, my takeaway is, grabe. My takeaway is to be extra careful. Protect yourself. It's okay to err on the side of, of caution. Let's be cautious. And that's my take. Protect ourselves. What about you, Miss Irish?
Ako talaga. Yung last na sinabi ni Attorney James.
Oo, maganda yun, ha?
What you have given, you can never take back in privacy.
Grabe.
Parang think before you click din, di ba?
Yes. Eh, paano yung mga nag-install ng TikTok ng mga kababayan natin? Ayan.
Okay.
Anyway. Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Sir Hubble, for moderating our session today.
Always a pleasure. Dami kong natutunan.
Yes, me too also. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow afternoon again. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Miss Irish. Thanks, everyone. Don't go away.
Yes, and for those of you, this is not yet the end of our e-learning session. I have few announcements to make. And before I announce our upcoming programs, I would like to say hi to Ms. Vicky Vicaldo of BSP, Cleotilde Bulan of DOST, Raimundo Timban of Assumption, Ms. Judalyn Ramos from College of, Cabalasan, Zamboanga, Sibugay, Christine from Responsive Health Insurance Brokers, Sylvia Dairit from SMC, and Rizalyn Dumas from Imus, Cavite. Thank you for joining us today. And we would like to thank our following win-win sponsors. Thank you to our official media partner, Art Plus Magazine, digital media partners, Focus Media, Globaltronics, CD Advertising Ventures, Outcome, Elevate Media. For win-win partners, thank you to Brother, Faber-Castell, Gluta-C, Moringa O2, KFC, Mr. Donut, Tokyo, Lotus Biscoff, Boss Job, CERT Technology Inc., Finma Properties, Salary Jet, Ilawi Korea, Kitoson and Carpo Consulting. And thank you also to Enchanted Kingdom, Disperse, Cosmotech Philippines Inc. And if you want to place your ads here, advertise your company, your services, your logo, please do email us at marketing@ariva.com.ph. For those of you, please don't forget to like our Facebook page. It's Ariva Academy Philippines Inc. So please scan this QR code. This will be directed to our Facebook page. Don't forget to like us, Ariva Academy Philippines Inc. And if you want to watch the replay of our e-learning session this afternoon, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks. Again, it's Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks. Also, we have a library of e-learning sessions that you can share to your colleagues, to your boss, and to your office mates. Okay, for our upcoming online learning sessions, we would like to invite you on our HR Virtual Summit PH 2020 Bounce Back HR. We have invited international and local subject matter experts to share with us their wisdom and insights on HR field. This will be tomorrow, Tuesday, May 12. We will be having COVID-19 Google and You, boosting your productivity using Google tools. This is very timely. We have invited Dr. Ed Canela to talk about this tomorrow. So please do register. Another live webinar series for a cause. We have invited none other than Dr. Rick Goodman to talk about solutions-oriented leadership, how to survive, thrive during this crisis. This will be Wednesday, May 13. Another live webinar series, we will be having Professor Ricky De Vera. He will be discussing rethinking customer intimacy strategies during the pandemic. This will be on Wednesday in the afternoon, May 13. Another e-learning masterclass from Mr. Jonathan Yabut, leading a work-from-home workforce, how to manage and develop remote teams. This will be on Thursday, May 14, 4 to 6 p.m. Don't forget to register. Another live webinar series for our cause. We have invited Mr. Paul Larson from United States, and he will be discussing Find Your Voice of Resiliency so that you lead with confidence. For details, please do visit our website. It's www.ariva.com.ph. Another session of e-learning, reinventing yourself in time of quarantine, learn, improve, and pivot. This will be on Monday, May 18, 3 to 4:30 p.m. And we have invited again Mrs. Seth Shapno. Post-COVID-19, survive, thrive, and scale. This will be on May 19 and will be discussed by none other than Mr. Vishnu Anaparedi from Malaysia. Another e-learning session, we would like to invite you going beyond coaching, turn to counseling team members in a COVID-19 situation. This will be on Wednesday, May 23 to 4:30 p.m. and this will be discussed by Professor Ricky De Vera. Breakthrough in time of crisis, how to maintain a positive state of mind during the COVID-19 pandemic. This will be discussed by none other than the Happy Doctor, Dr. Suresh Devnani from Singapore. This will be on May 21, 4:30. Don't forget. And if you want to invite Attorney James Earl Chu to have an e-learning session for your team, exclusive for your team, for your company, please do reach me at 0916-695-4418. Or you can email me at irish.arivaacademy@gmail.com. And that's it. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Hope to see you again tomorrow for another e-learning session. Again, this is Irish Malonda Samson in Ariva. It's all about being better, be safe, and stay home. Thank you, guys. Happy Mother's Day.
You know what I'm saying? Happy. It's so nice to be happy. Everybody should be happy.